G'day everybody, welcome back to Tales of the Shire. Welcome back to Bywater, where it is now wintertime. We crossed into winter in the previous episode. And speaking of the previous episode, we also had, lunch? Second breakfasts? I can't remember which meal we had exactly, but we had it out here, which is a brand new spot that we unlocked in the previous episode, the 3 farthing stone, and we discussed the Bywater signature dish, which happens to be a fish pie with creamy mushroom sauce. Delicious. Everyone agreed that it was a good meal, and it is officially Bywater's signature dish, so very happy with that. Now that we do have a signature dish though, it is time to resume the conversation on whether or not Bywater can be considered to be a village. But, you know, I'm in no rush to do that. I think we can probably do a few different things today, and we can come back to that conversation. I don't know, do we even need to do it in this episode? I reckon we could probably do a whole bunch of other tales this episode because, you know, I've been ignoring a lot of the requests from different people to have a chat, and I figure maybe now's the time to do that. Obviously, there's also all sorts of other things that we want to try and do with the clubs, trying to level everything up. And speaking of leveling, we did also have the next kitchen utility or station that we should be able to work with. So I haven't exactly gone back to see what we can actually use. So yeah, I'm actually keen to go back and check that out. Let me have a look at our inventory space here. We've got a few bits and pieces. Definitely want to keep all of those dawn days. But we've got a whole bunch of other stuff here worth keeping as well. Ooh, there's a big one right there. Let's try to see if we can catch that one. A striped eel. Okay, that's definitely something new. So, I wonder how we're going to cook that one up. Another dawn dace. Do we need that many dawn dace? Suppose maybe I can sell one dawn dace. So I wonder if these eels only come out during the winter time. Might not be a bad idea for us to just quickly investigate that. Yeah, okay, so they like snowy weather. Definitely only comes out in winter. And apparently they like to hang out in the tree root pool, but I mean, we've managed to find one all the way out here, so I guess it doesn't really matter where we go to try and find it. But maybe the likelihood of it appearing is higher in the tree root pool. Which means we probably do need to go back there, you know, as often as we can in this season. Anyway, time to head to the village center. Going to just sell a whole bunch of stuff. And I would say we could make our way out to the tree root pool and just, you know, see if we can catch another one of them. I also want to just check to see if we can pick up a few more missions here. I think it's worthwhile. The question though is, what do we want to try and level up? I mean, gardening is almost there. So maybe we should pick up a whole bunch of gardening related missions. And I feel like we might not really have a lot. Actually, we have none whatsoever. I do also need to speak to Old Noakes when we get the chance. So, garlic? I guess is garlic something that we can do in this season? I didn't really see garlic seeds though. Spinach we have seen, chives we've seen. We can definitely grow brown onions, and I think we still have turnip seeds as well. Look, I'll pick this up just because I've got the space for it. And, let's see, what else? We go with more fishing, maybe. Longfin eel. Striped eel. Well, we just found the striped eel, but I wish we came here first. And a common eel. Maybe the eels all come out during the winter time. Yeah, why don't we do the striped eel and see if we can get lucky. Should be able to just get to the town center from here. So I'm just gonna check on seeds. Yes, we do have garlic seeds actually. Let's buy a whole bunch. And maybe some extra leek seeds. Oh, completely forgot, but I do need to sell a whole bunch of stuff, don't I? I keep forgetting to try and do that. So, yeah. This can go. We'll keep the eel. There we go. A bit more cash. Do we have different types of cheese in this season? It doesn't look like it. Does he change the type of cheese that he sells on the daily, or... Yeah, I need to pay attention a little bit more to see if it's always Sheffield cheese that's sold, or if it's another type of cheese. Maybe wouldn't be bad to buy a little bit of extra butter. We don't have any cream. And let's see, what about milk? We do have milk. Got some eggs. Could buy some pork. I'm just looking at what we have accessible to us. No mutton or beef. But I suppose when we do make enough money, we could buy some more of those ingredients. So let's head home and let's just see if we can drop off all of the stuff in the pantry. Yeah, these are all acceptances for the Bywater dish, so I should just like archive all of that. And speaking of letters, I probably do need to send out another invite. I don't have to do that immediately. Okay, do we have space for garlic right now? I feel like we've utilized the majority of the space, but yeah, we've got a little bit of space right here though. I might be able to plant like 3 of them, if I can squeeze them in. There, like that. And what about leeks? It does actually need a little bit of space. They'd be very happy growing together with some rosemary, apparently. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to figure out what grows well with what. It seems a lot of the winter veggies, they're sort of not that keen on growing with any other veggies, unless it's because I've got a mixture of like summer and autumn veggies together. That could be the case. In which case, perhaps maybe I do want to pull some of them out. Do I do that, or do I leave them in until they naturally come out in the next harvest? I'll wait maybe another day or so and see what happens. If not, I might need to dig some of those ones out and go from there. Okay, back to the true root pool? The tree root pool. And I'm gonna try and do some foraging while we're on the way. Glad that we managed to find the missing Muma in the previous episode as well, so I guess I just needed to stumble upon it eventually. Still don't really know what the windfall wood is for, but happy to sell that when we can. I know this is a bit of a detour, but I'm keen on just seeing what we can find out here. Yeah, I do see another fishing spot over there. How do I get there, though? Oh, hang on. What do we have here? In the eye of the lake, there stands a tree, and in its roots, you'll find what you seek. I'd better call Daisy. I've found out the answer. But it's not a real eye, is it, Blue? It is if you look at it on the map. It looks quite a lot like an eye. Yes, it does, but what about the tree? There's no tree here, just a stump. I think Nora's remembering what it used to be like here before the tree fell down. She was a girl. Just like me. It must have been a big tree. I wonder where it went. After a big storm, my mom goes looking for windfall wood, as she calls it. She collects it all up and makes something new with it. So this old tree is still with us. It might have been made, the Bywater Gate or the doors of Fosco's shop. It might be in your new home. That's a nice thought. It is, isn't it? Okay, there we go. I think this was a tale or something that we picked up ages ago, which, you know, we sort of had the ability to just sort of come back to it. I can do a little bit of fishing here, can't I? Is there a way for us to go there to the docks, I wonder? It looks like it might be possible. Yeah, just from here. Yeah, just use this pier right here. Seems like a proper spot for a bit of fishing. These do look like just regular old fish though, so probably not going to catch anything too special, but... that one's quite far away. It could be a bit of a struggle to try and catch this one. Yeah, we lost it. Lost interest. Good times. But I suppose we should focus up and actually go to the actual fishing spot that we want to go to. Let's break out the lantern. Never know, there could be some special stuff that we find as a result. Do we still get truffles? Yes, we do. Almost missed that one. Oh, rightio. I just saw a silhouette of a big one down there. Oh, there it is again. Alright, let's hurry, lest it disappears again. Yes, yes. Okay, we've got a common eel. Unfortunately, it's not the striped eel that I was sort of banking on trying to get, but oh, there's another one. A blue lamprey. Alright, was not expecting that, but I'll take it. How are we doing for space? Okay, we've got a little bit more space to work with. Oh no. Oh, just as well, because we've got a really big one there. I'd rather catch that one. Longfin eel. Again, another one that we've not seen before. We're finding all of the eels today. Right, I think it's time for us to head home and probably call it a night, to be honest. Let's break out the lantern once more. We've got a couple of slots for other things here, just in case we do run into stuff to gather. But yeah, I do want to stash a whole bunch of stuff in the pantry. There's obviously a lot of fish that we can also try to sell. I don't think we're headed the right way. Here, up this way. I was looking for that pathway actually. Down this way. I think we'll cut across here. Okay. Didn't exactly see anything interesting with the lantern. Gotta say, the lantern feels a little underwhelming at the moment. But perhaps maybe I've not really spent as much time looking around at night. I wonder if there are some things that are only forageable at night. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but perhaps maybe one of these days I should stay up late and do the foraging at night. Yeah, we'll sell all of this, I think, for tomorrow morning. And yeah, before we sleep, time to send out those invites. We can choose various places now to hang out with people, so I'm thinking of doing Delphi's rooftop this time around. We can invite 3 people, and I think it's only appropriate that we invite Delphi, because it's her own home, and yeah, we should get some other people in here. So I'm keen on trying to please young Tom again, because the last time we invited him, well, he wasn't too impressed with the Bywater signature dish, but you know, he was okay with it being the signature dish, thankfully. But I do want to maybe cook him something nice. Who else should we invite? Maybe... yeah, maybe we just go with Lily. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. Alright, invites are sent. Time for bed. Another snowy day, so don't need to worry about watering the crops. Strangely, I feel like the game constantly defaults your outerwear to the grey riding jacket for some reason. I felt like I had the weathered cape before. But anyway, let me switch the weathered cape. And let's switch up to... yeah, maybe we do comfort trousers, and I think I'll do the brown button shirt. Looks alright to me. Yeah, another very snowy day. Just gonna double check that we definitely don't need to water these guys. Yeah, looks good. Harvesting though. Okay, leeks. And our rosemary's growing. But a lot of our other crops don't seem to be growing very well. And perhaps maybe it is time for us to remove these crops. Yeah, let's do it. I feel like we could be wasting time by keeping them there. Okay, so... yeah, the issue is I'm not sure what's what though. It's a bit difficult to tell. And not to mention, it is actually kind of difficult to access certain things. Let me take a look at seeds and just double check what we have here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pumpkins. Alright. Pretty sure we need to be removing those pumpkins, so... and the eggplants as well. Right, let's put this back. And let's break out seeds. Try to grow as many of these things as possible. One thing that we don't really have growing much of is cauliflower at the moment. Doesn't seem to like growing here though, so maybe I'm gonna do cauliflower around here. And we'll try to figure out what cauliflower likes growing with. Okay, carrots. Yeah, we can make that work. About spinach. It doesn't mind spinach. Parsnips and leeks seem to grow well with everything else here, so... Okay, let's do a bunch of carrots here. I think what I'll do is I'll do just a few more carrots like so. So these are all gonna be very, very happy together. So garlic and the white potatoes work well together. We should sort of consider that when we're growing stuff. When we're trying to arrange everything. These guys are pretty happy together, and these guys are happy together as well. Let's do that. And then, yeah, we should be able to squeeze some of these in. Perfect. Alright, so these guys should be very, very happy growing all together. And time to remove a few more things here. I think the sprouts are something that would still continue to grow well in this season. I think rosemary still grows as well. Though, I don't know if they're growing well or not, but yeah, so let's do that, and I'll get rid of this. And since I've still got this out, I may as well go for some of the other stuff here as well. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of having to move a lot of things around to reach certain plants. Seems a little tedious to have to do that every single time. What is that? I should just check on what that is before we take some drastic measures. Yeah, okay, all the pumpkins and all that sort of stuff I do want to remove. Pumpkins and squash and whatnot. Okay, so I believe, is that? Yeah, it's a pumpkin. Alright. Man, a lot of work. I'll try and grow some spinach. These guys will be very happy together. Okay, I probably should get a whole bunch more seeds. Try and drop into this particular garden bed. I'll try and get garlic in. So... that seems alright to me. Perfect. Wow, what a busy morning. Then we need to figure out what people want to eat. The assessor is here! Hello, good morning, the assessor's coming. So, I'm at the shop with Nora and Fosco to work out what to do. Come down as soon as you can. I dropped this in your postbox because I didn't want to wake you up. P.S. You snore really loud. Okay, good to know, Orlo. Alright, well, we need to go to Nora and Fosco's. Well, we'll do that, I would say maybe not this episode, guys. We might check it out in the next episode. Let's take a look at all of our prezzies before we move on. I'm just gonna redeem everything here. Just take a quick glimpse of stuff. Cool. I guess some of the ingredients that people give out to you might be seasonal as well. Alright, so Delphi wants something sour. A strong sour bite would be quite the delight. A nice tasty sweet would be so good to eat. And the dish may taste bare if it lacks spicy flair. Right, spicy, sweet, and sour. Hopefully we can achieve all three. Let's throw some of our produce in here though. Rosemary. Yeah, let's throw that in. I think we can sell all of this off. Let's take a look. Hodgepodge. White fluffy taters. I don't have white fluffy taters just yet. Or parsnips for that matter. Good night's forage. Butterfly cups. Yeah, we've only found a few butterfly cups to be honest, so it's a bit difficult for us to, you know, find. And therefore be able to satisfy this craving. Apparently Lily wants a spicy version of the amazing autumn tart. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll probably do the mutton though. So let's do that. And it needs to be sweet, right? I'll go with the Sherfield. And we do chestnuts. And are there any other types of nuts that would be sweet? Hazelnuts. Sure. Yeah, let's make this. Okay, we didn't really get another opportunity to drop anything in the fry pan, but look at that, there's the sauce pan. Again, don't know when it's actually going to get highlighted for us to then use. So, let's grab that and put it in the backpack. I was sort of just thinking, if she wants a spicy version, what we could do is we could add like cinnamon or clove. I can't remember which one that's gonna make it spicy. So we're gonna need to do it twice as well, right? I'll do 2 apples. I think these might give me the opportunity to saute them. Do grapes, sure. Let's do that. Yeah, okay. So I think it depends on the ingredients as to whether or not you would just be dumping everything into the bowl or whether or not you'd be preparing it in some way. We'll make it a little chunky. And then we... Ooh, saucepan. And this would make it tender as well. Yes, so we need cloves to make it spicy, or pepperwort. Apparently we can add pepperwort here. I'll go with the pepperwort because we've got plenty of that. Okay, it's a different movement altogether. And let's repeat that. Yeah, pepperwort. Perfect. Now we just need... I would say to assemble the grapes. This is already spicy, so we don't really need to do anything else. Great, so that's 2 already achieved. Now we just need that sour dish. Maybe we can just do the Bywater signature dish and make it sour. So these velvet stems are apparently a bit sour, but we've got plenty of white buttons to use as well, so we could use those. Hearty veg. Let's put a squash in there, and just for good measure, we could do stone loach. Make a very sour dish. Almost there. Perfect. Alright. So... middle of the road. We'll just assemble that. Nice. I think those are all the dishes that we need. We should be able to invite people over when the time comes. Just looking at... oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, where's the bell? No, I invited them to Delphi's place, right? So why don't we head all the way out there? And as soon as we're done with this meal, I think I'm going to focus in on, you know, completing some tales. There's a few people that want to speak to us about various things. All the friendship tales. Of course I'm getting sidetracked. There's too much stuff to be had. Okay, let's head back. Okay, let's have this meal. And let's see what people think about all of the food that we've made. Bywater dish for Delphi. The stuffed mutton for young Tom. And Mrs. Cotton can try her own recipe, actually. This is technically a recipe that we got from her, right? Cool. Elevences at Delphi's rooftop. This is a really beautiful rooftop, I have to say. I wish I had a rooftop like this. Alright, she's a fan of the dish. That's good. Now young Tom's taking a second bite, and a third and a fourth. Alright, brilliant. So is there any penalty for not, like, getting your gift immediately after the meal? Or would people just simply send more gifts to you through the mail? I'm not entirely sure about that. Tookish Hobbit skewers. I wonder what's in that. Lily? Hobbit's Good Autumn Platter. Yum. And mushroom on a nutty breading. Okay. Well, I'm very happy to be able to just increase our cooking repertoire. Who knows whether or not we actually have all of the ingredients to make any of it, but that's beside the point at the moment. We can always sort of come back to stuff when we do have the ingredients. I do want to start by taking a look at our list of friendship quest lines. Maybe continuing with the missing Mooma quest is not a bad idea. So let's go with that, because we're actually not too far away from Willow, and we might be able to get that completed pretty quickly. Just need to cross the water here. Actually, is it across the water? Yes, yes it is. Willow. I read your letter. Perfect timing. Follow me. Look at this. It's a bridge. A bridge to the island. You can use it whenever you like. Thank you, Willow. That's very kind. Not every hobbit can say they've saved an Oliphant. Thank you, Blue. This is a great spot to share a meal. I'll be sure to invite you both. And we can call this Mooma's Island. It's good to see her happy again. See you, Blue. Alright, and we got a few additional ingredients. Mooma's Island unlocked. Nice. Okay, so let's check this place out. Yeah, just, again, table and some chairs. I guess maybe 3 guests? That'd be very good. Let's take a look at the next one on the list. Friendship with Neffy. Alright. Well, why don't we go and have a chat with her. And we are in town, actually, which gives us the opportunity to actually sell some of the stuff that we've been carrying. So let's go ahead and do that now. And I do want to also speak to Cotton about whatever he's got going on. So maybe we should do that first. After we do all of our buying and selling. Let's do all of that. Everything else, oh, except the chestnuts maybe. But it is 2-star chestnuts, so maybe I'll leave that. But yeah, let's get some more seeds. So I think we should get some more taters. I don't think we have any cabbage crest. Or normal cabbage, for that matter. Maybe we need, like, those two. We want to go with more onions, maybe? Chive seeds, leek seeds, radish. I don't really have a lot of cash. But perhaps maybe some more parsnips would be too bad. Alright. So, why not? Let's have a chat about his letter. Let's go for a walk, Blue. Everyone seems to like walking here. I have a small gift for you. A chicken. But I can't give it to you here. Young Tom might see me. He's awfully attached to our chickens, is young Tom. But you could do with a good chicken. And we've got too many of the blasted things. So if you happen to find a chicken at your home, remember, I didn't say anything. Why is he called young Tom? That's who he is. I'm Tom Cotton, so he's young Tom. He'll make a fine farmer, Cotton, one day. What about Rosie? Well, what about her? Will she make a fine farmer, Cotton, one day, too? Rosie? She can't be a farmer, she's a girl. She can still be a farmer. I don't always understand your brie humor, but that one really is funny. Got a little bit of sexism going on here. Chicken coop unlocked. Very nice. I wasn't expecting this, guys. But this is really good. You can now take care of your chicken and harvest eggs in your garden. Feed your chicken by adding edible food to their trough, such as grains, seeds, or nuts. The food will be eaten, and the next day an egg will be waiting for you in the coop. The more delicious the feed, the more delicious the egg. Your chicken will eat all the feed you give it, but overfeeding them will not provide any benefits. So just feed them once a day, I guess. The more consistently you feed your chickens, the higher the chance of a more delicious egg. Missing a day of feeding will break the streak and annoy them, causing them to not lay eggs for a day, and maybe even chase you around the garden. Feed your chicken every day and progress relationship milestones to acquire more. Okay. So we've got relationship milestones for chickens as well. Oh man, there's a lot to think about here. Right, just having a think. Do we want to perhaps maybe have a chat with Neffy? I think it's a good idea. Let's go and see if we can have a chat with her. Something going on in front of her forge. Young Tom again. Can I stop now? If you wish. The work is finished. But you are not happy. I don't think I want to do this sort of work. I'm sorry, Neffy. Do not feel shame. You have done well, young Tom. I have? But you needed my help. I am a dwarf. I do not need help to run a forge. I never did. Then why did you ask me? A dwarf learns truth through work. The truth you learned is that the forge is not your home.
Huh?
You did all of this so I could learn that I don't want to be a smith? Yes. What about your water wheel? Is it even broken? Of course it isn't broken. It will never break. It is made by me. Thank you. You are a fine hobbit, young Tom Cotton. At your service, Neffy. I really want to just get rid of this, marker. Looks a little bit weird in cutscenes.
Yeah.
Let's have a chat about your letter. We must talk. Must we? That is how it is with the dwarves. Are you trying to be Neffy, friend? No, I want you to do something for me. The dwarves' hands are more needed than the dwarf itself. What do you want? Tell me a story, Neffy. I was right. You are strange.
Yeah.
I will tell you the story of the king's great joy. Many years ago, before the hobbits came, this land was nothing but ruins and grass. There was a king. He fought many battles for his people, but the kingdom was small and his people were few. The road here was built by the dwarves, from our home in the Blue Mountains to the halls of Khazad-dûm. My people protected the bridge and kept the road free. Friendship was great between the king and the dwarves. My people crafted a mighty gift for the king's great joy. Perhaps it was a great weapon to defend the king's land, a sword to cleave his enemies, or a helm that no blade could break. But what it was is long forgotten. The dwarves buried this great gift to return in peace and take it back. They never returned. The king's great joy lies under these fields, where now hobbits grow food. The end. Is that your story? I don't have much of an. It doesn't have much of an ending. You wanted a dwarf story. This is a dwarf story. Then I thank you, Neffy. Another thing, there's a jetty here. No hobbits use it, only Ladle, my duck. There is a gate, but I can make it open for you. Then you can use the jetty. What can I use it for? There are many fish by Ladle's jetty. You can catch them and make the Mad Hobbit happy. The Mad Hobbit. Meaning Old Noakes. Thank you, Neffy. At your service, friend. Alright, perfect. I mean, that means we should be able to catch a whole bunch more fish out here. It is already sparkly here as well. Bywater Pool looks lovely today. It makes me think of Buckleberry Ferry. I went there once when I was little. I dangled my toes in the water. But if this was the Brandywine River, it would be full of boats. Old Noakes has a boat, but it hasn't been used for years, which is strange for a fisher hobbit. I wonder why. Maybe I should ask him. But maybe I should wait until I know them better. Well, I'd best get back to it. Well, I mean, since we're here, right? Let's give this place a bit of a fish, and I'm sure we're probably going to find the same types of fish here, but maybe there are going to be some bigger species around here for us to hopefully catch. I feel like compared to some of the other fishing spots, I feel like this fishing spot has way more fish in it. Some of them are a little bit far away though. Might need to come back here at a different time of day, or perhaps maybe when the weather is a little bit better, just to see if we can attract different types of fish. How much space do we have? A little bit more. Okay, couple more spots, but I'm gonna reserve that because I feel like I wanna maybe just go and see Sandyman. I'm curious to see if perhaps maybe he's got different things for sale during the winter time. Speaking of things for sale, yeah, I did say I wanted to just check in on the cheese, but I don't really see any different types of cheese being sold. Yeah, I wonder if there's a consistent way to be getting different types of cheese. Because for some recipes that could be a deal breaker, right? Especially if we're trying to achieve a certain flavor. Oh, okay, he's got something for us apparently. A refreshing spinach bread. Okay, these are probably gifts from the meal that we had with everyone about the bywater dish. So I do need to probably go out there and collect from various people. No, he seems to have the same stuff every day. I don't know if he'll ever stock different things. Let's sell the fish that we've just caught. That should fund buying some of this stuff. 2-star oats, sure. 2-star flour. Sure. Okay, there goes our money again, but that's okay. Okay, let's head home. And I want to check out this chook that we've got. And perhaps maybe we do need to learn a little bit about how to feed it properly. So when I was reading that entry, it did say something along the lines of feeding it like food, including nuts and grains. So, I mean, we've got barley, right? Barley, we perhaps could, you know, feed it that, but I don't know if we are going to need barley for anything else, or perhaps maybe if the barley is literally being sold so that we could, you know, feed our chooks. Otherwise, we could give it nuts. And that gives a renewed purpose to picking up all of these walnuts that are around everywhere. It is really, really abundant, right? So maybe we can make use of it. I don't suppose the chooks are going to have their own cravings. Yeah, I need a little bit of space, don't I? There it is. So how do we feed it? It is chasing us around, I guess because we haven't fed it. Open the trough. Let's do... Yeah, how about we do some, like, walnuts? So apparently there's 3 slots. Can you just give it any type of food? Any ingredient whatsoever? Or would they only eat certain things? Yeah, I'm not sure. We've got a whole array of different types of nuts though, right? So maybe I should pick some up. And if I can just load it up a little bit, I would probably not have to worry about you know, feeding them every day. What do we have that's really in abundance? Chestnuts? Yeah, I don't know what else would be appropriate. Maize. I only have the one batch of maize left. Elderberries. I've got a lot of blackberries, maybe I can feed it blackberries. So yeah, that's a couple of different batches of food. So she's got a little bit of variety in here. Don't suppose I can move this. I don't think I can. Right. I guess we might have a maximum of 4 chooks at any given time, provided that we can increase the relationship with the chicken. Maybe that will just naturally progress as we feed it day to day. Time to plant more stuff though. So let's get our potatoes growing. We need heaps of that. So let's do something like that. These will grow pretty well together. I suppose everything is growing well thanks to the flour. I probably don't need to stress too much about what goes where. I reckon we do something like that. Bit of cabbage. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I still have another, like, 2 things here to get rid of. Let's go ahead and do that. Can I fit another one in? I probably don't really have the space for it. Alright. That looks fine. Nice. Wow, I feel like this episode has been very, very productive, but I think this is a decent place for a break. When we come back, I think I'm going to, again, continue down the list of all of these friendship tales. We might do like another 2 before we then see if we can find out what's going on with the assessor, and hopefully it's going to be good news this time. If not, maybe there's more for us to think about before we become a village. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Stay true. Bye bye.